Hey Mariners, this is something I've decided to share with you publicly before we get started. So the first thing you're going to do is go into this public folder and search for this file name. So even if you just start typing bonk and then P1, this is going to be replaced by your period number, but you're going to search for this, you're going to open it up, and then you're going to make a copy for yourself to edit when that prompt comes up. I've already got ownership over this, so what I'm going to do is go back now and make a duplicate of this probe for myself. Okay, this way I'm not affecting, this is a public document. This little globe here means that I've right clicked on this thing and made it public, which you can do to share files with one another if you're co-working on a team project, not to steal each other's work. Here we go. Once you've got this, I'm going to have you do your own version of each of these three blocks and the one called student. So the way you're going to figure this out is by clicking through the history of my workflow here and seeing it step by step. You're going to learn from the drawings and the measurements that I put on here. This is how it's going to be drawn. You're going to draw this shape with these measurements: inch and 3/4, inch and 1/4, half an inch here. Is going to build that L shape to the exact dimensions that you need. And then when you go into the extrude menu here, you can see that it's extruded to 1.25. So you're just going to back and forth here, sketch on front plane. You'll see the measurements coming close to what you need them to be as you pull this out. So first measurement was 1.75. As long as you're in the ballpark within 1/4 of an inch, a half an inch, whatever it is, you could just leave it be. And this is going to be a half an inch. This goes up and over like so. And then you're using the dimensioning tool here, which you can turn on with the D button on the keyboard, but you can just click this vertical line, move the mouse to the left, click one more time, type in 1.25 for an inch and 1/4. On this bottom horizontal line, click again to place the measurement, type in 1.75. These black transfers from blue to black means that those lines are fully dimensioned or locked in space with math. That's all that means, and that's a good thing. So this 0.5 for a half an inch here, and 0.5 for a half an inch here. And then you're going to extrude this to 1.25 inches, or an inch and 1/4. This is dealing with just Imperial math and our fractional measurement system. All right, back to business here. All right, step 2 is to draw this rectangle and extrude it with remove. So the extrude remove cuts through and wipes that out. So going into sketch 2 here, you can see it's a 0.75 by 0.25 inch rectangle, which is 3/4 of an inch by 1/4 of an inch, and it's 1/4 of an inch from the right side. So back here, you're going to sketch on the front of this block. You're going to look at the right side here, so it makes it easy. Zoom in. You'll get an orange indicator when you're on that edge of that rectangle behind where I'm drawing now. Pull out roughly that size. This measurement's going to pop right up. You're going to type in 0.75 for 3/4 of an inch that way. When you hit enter on a rectangle, the measurements pop up automatically for you. So you can just hit enter and then punch in 0.25. And then your last move here is going to be pushing it off of one of the edges. So you can go from the edge of the rectangle to the edge of the block. And that's got to be 1/4 of an inch or 0.25. And what you do is extrude, hit the remove control, and that 1 inch is going to be enough to go through that half inch of material. But you can go either blind or you can go through all in a case like this, and it's just going to go through whatever is there. Okay, then back to the block for sketch 3.
Rebecca Lambert, please come to the guidance office. Rebecca Lambert, please
you'll
come
see
to the
it's an
guidance
inch long,
office.
a half inch wide. and 0.375 off of the edge. So here is that step. Click on here, sketch, click on the top of the block, draw a rectangle. The measurements are 1 inch long by half an inch, 0.5 wide, and the actual dimension on a ruler would be 5/8 of an inch, which is just something I want you to see. You could actually type in, if you know the fractional measurements, you can type in 5/8. I'm sorry, it was 3/8, not 3/8, 0.375 inches. It's funky math, but that's why I'm doing this, so you guys can see those dimensions and give them to you easily. The last step there was just an extrude remove again to blow through that L shape. So back here, you're just going extrude, click on that shape, hit remove, green check, and that is done. This is an isometric view. It's just a standard engineering visibility view. That's normal standard. So you'll just duplicate each of these by, again, processing through this with looking at each one of my sketches. I started this one actually. This is a subtractive protocol that I used with this one. What I did was I drew the entirety of the block, did a full extrude like that, and then removed parts that I wanted to make go away. So look at these measurements and see exactly how I stepped through it. I'll put a video together for this one next, but I'm going to end this one here so you guys don't have such an overwhelming amount of controls. So just do me a favor and don't forget to, at this point, you're going to change your name, make sure that it's your name and not my name. Change the period in this window here, and then also share it with me. You can, actually, don't share it with me yet. I don't want to get into that just yet because I'm going to blow up my email. But we'll get there. I'll talk to you guys on the next video. Bye.